Hello everyone. Think about how the weather has changed since you were a child. Has the weather changed to become warmer or colder? And you notice that the temperature during the summer is hotter than last year. That's right. Every year the summer is becoming hotter and hotter. This is all because of global warming. Global warming is a serious issue that we have to face in this world nowadays. If you ever search global warming on Google, you will find a million pages of the result. Its effects have been evident for many years and will become more severe in the coming decades. This subject gained a lot of my attention to talk about, and also this topic is very current to talk about as it's happening right now. But what is global warming? What's causing it? What's the effect on this world? And what are some possible solutions for it? Moving forward, according to Warm Heart Worldwide, global warming is the slow increase in the average temperature of the Earth's atmosphere because an increased amount of the energy or heat striking the Earth from the Sun is being trapped in the atmosphere and not radiated out into space. Extreme heat may not scare people so much as tornado, but according to natural hazard statistics, it causes nearly twice as many fatalities in the US each year. In the past century, the average temperature have gone up by just over 1 degree. According to NASA, today the planet average surface temperature has risen about 2.05 degrees Fahrenheit or 1.104 degrees Celsius since the late 19th centuries. This may not seem like much, but many scientists agree that the Earth's temperature are starting to increase at a faster rate. Global warming occurs when carbon dioxide and other air pollutants collect in the atmosphere and absorb sunlight and solar radiation that have bounced off the Earth's surface. Normally, this radiation would escape into space, but this pollutant, which can last for years to centuries in the atmosphere, trap the heat and cause the planet to get hotter. In the US, the burning of fossil fuels to make electricity is the largest source of heat-trapping pollution, producing about 2 billion tons of carbon dioxide every year. And the coal-burning power plants are by far the biggest polluters in this world. Plants and trees play an important role in regulating climate change because they absorb carbon dioxide from the air and release oxygen back into it. Humans clear vast areas of vegetation around the world for farming and urban infrastructure development. When vegetation is burned, the store of carbon is released back into the atmosphere. And because of the harmful effect of global warming, it is increasing the frequency and intensity of some types of extreme weather. For example, warming is causing more rain to fall in heavy downpours and longer dry periods between rainfalls. The wet areas will be wetter, and so the dry areas such as desert. The Earth's ocean temperature are getting warmer. Tropical storm can pick up more energy. Global warming could turn a Category 3 storm to a more dangerous Category 4 storm. In fact, scientists have found that the frequency of North Atlantic hurricane has increased since the early 1980s. The impact of global warming go around the world. Extreme heat waves have caused tens of thousands of deaths around the world in recent years. Ocean temperatures have begun to rise. This causes some of the algae to die, which can affect the entire food chain in the sea. Arctic glaciers have begun to melt, threatening the life of the polar bears. Melting glacier also cause sea levels to rise. This could become a problem for lowland areas. Antarctica has been losing about 134 billion metric tons of ice every year since 2002. Rising sea levels will lead to coastal flooding on the eastern seaboard, heat waves, heavy downpours, and increased flooding. Allergy, asthma, infection disease outbreaks will become more common due to the increased growth of pollen-producing ragweed. Multiple studies indicate that as the weather gets warmer, the pollen season will start sooner or longer. Addressing the climate change will require many solutions, yet nearly all of these solutions exist today, and many of them hinge on humans changing the way we behave. The required changes span technologies, behaviors, and policies that encourage less waste and smarter use of our resources. As an example, of energy efficiency and vehicle fuel economy. Or you can walk and biking to go somewhere. Use wind and solar power, biofuels from organic waste, setting a price on carbon, and protecting forests such as planting trees, restoring seagrasses, and boosting the use of agricultural cover crops. According to the National Geographic, restoring forests could draw about 1.5 billion metric tons of carbon dioxide up the air. And recent study published the National Academies of Science estimate the world forest and farm could store 2.5 gigatons. Lastly, saving water can also reduce carbon pollution as well. That's because it takes a lot of energy to pump, heat, and treat your water. Take a short shower and turn off the tap while brushing your teeth. Today, I gave you the information about global warming. What is global warming and the cause of it, the impacts of global warming on this world, and some possible ways to prevent global warming itself. Global warming could not be solved easily if people are not very well practice lowering carbon emission and law implementation and effective forests. Global warming is a serious problem in this world that we call home. I hope this global warming speech has helped inform you that global warming is something we have to fix because we are humans and we are the one who caused it and we have to take the responsibilities for what we have done. We have to think about other living things in the world before we do something. Thank you.